maybe everyone's settled their differences and I can finally go outside. All right, let's do it. Here we go. And I'll just get Instacart. Follow the affiliate link in the show notes below to create your account with Instacart today. Do all your shopping without leaving your house.
Coming to you live from my apartment. This is the Short News with Alex Maynor.
Hey guys, I didn't think I would be doing an episode today, but hey, here we are. Something's been bugging me a lot, and I think it's time to talk about it. What I want to talk about is the incompetence of our politicians during this time of trouble, and not the usual suspects either. I'm talking about Democrats, guys, our people. I think what I'm learning more and more each day is that the only difference between Democrats and Republicans is the values that they pretend to champion. And I say pretend because it's really just about furthering their personal agenda. And they could care less about the causes they fight for. For example, Hillary Clinton didn't support gay marriage until the last fucking minute. And she only finally did to please the masses. This fake bullshit happens on both sides. I think people are mistaking me for some liberal conspiracy pushing nonsense because I never talk about when our side is fucking up. And by our side, I mean the Democrats. But today I'm talking about one specific knucklehead. I mean, I guess two, Governor Cuomo and Mayor de Blasio. I'm talking to you guys. These two had a too little, too late response to this whole entire pandemic. Sure, in the grand scheme of things, Trump could have prevented this virus from hitting us hard if we still had our pandemic response team. I definitely know that. I acknowledge that 100%. That's a huge fuck up right there. But that doesn't mean we ignore the idiotic decisions and inactions of our local and state government when they have put so many lives in danger and are about to do that even worse coming next month when the schools open up. That's where this is going. To talking about the opening process we see happening and failing miserably as no one takes the virus seriously anymore, even though the numbers are on the rise and going strong. New York, I'm talking about specifically, has been really trying to reopen things. Yesterday, I went outside for the first time in a while because we had to take the guinea pig to the vet. Doesn't matter, he's fine. Poop was stuck in his ass. It happens. And when we went outside, I want to say like 70% of people that we saw either did not have a mask or were wearing it under their chin because, oh, it's too hot. Boo fucking who, guys. There's a pandemic. And you can't do this one thing? How stubborn can you possibly be? Why is this not better being enforced, Mayor? Governor? All these people close together, not wearing masks, and the restaurants are open for outdoor seating? Which, by the way, people talking across and next to each other in close quarters, masks off, spreading their saliva when they talk or yell for the check. Why are these places allowed to be open? Like there's nothing going on. Again, the numbers are only going to get worse, especially come the fall, when flu season comes around. And, it makes me so mad. Let me just cool down for a second. Okay. The reopening of New York City has been a clusterfuck disaster led by Mayor Bill de Blasio and his terrible decisions. He and the New York City Department of Education are trying to force the schools to open come September, making the teachers come in every day and teach kids who will not be required to wear masks and may not wear them due to medical conditions or because they just don't feel like it, in a terribly ventilated, old, enclosed room with multiple other kids, risking their lives just to teach? They're fucking teachers, and you're sending them off to fight a war that they did not sign up to fight. Why? so you can get the funding? How fucking selfish and ass backwards is that? Where you think it's okay to put all of these teachers' lives at risks. You know there will be teachers' deaths. So why are you doing this if you know they're gonna die? Because of this decision that you're making when it could be prevented. It enrages me. Bill, you're sending people I love out to die. And if anything happens to them, I can assure you, I will make sure you never live that down. You are greedy, selfish, and too incompetent to properly manage this city and keep its citizens safe. And I am embarrassed to and angered that I have to call you mayor. It is now proven fact that children spread the virus as much, if not more, than adults do. And we know that adults are more at risk. And who are the adults in this situation that will catch the virus from these kids? Oh yeah, the teachers. They're not your private army to send out like a bunch of lemmings mindlessly falling to their fucking deaths on your command. They're educators. And they can fulfill their duties properly and safely, electronically, from home. You have the power to prevent these innocent people from dying. But of course, you care more about getting the funding than doing the right thing. So, when it comes down to it, all this has shown me is that Democrat or Republican, these government officials do not care about if you live or die. You are a number to them, a minuscule dot, just one of many who will die in this, and they won't even bat an eye when another tally is added to that count, because it doesn't affect them. It only hurts and destroys everyone else, but they'll always be fine. Otherwise, they would be considering the well-being of innocent civilians, teachers who work their asses off, providing quality education for your city. They do not deserve to be treated like pawns in your fucking political game. Politicians are greedy, which we already knew, I guess, but it's obvious to me now that Mayor de Blasio is willing to and going to let people you and me love die because of his selfish decisions to open the schools back up like there isn't a health emergency happening. Again, because you were threatened a cut in funding. So money is more important than innocent lives, right, Mr. Mayor? You have proven with this decision that you are too selfish and unfit to be the mayor of this city. Now make the right decision or stop calling yourself the mayor.